Hello folks, I am back with a firearms comparison slash versus video, and it's going to be on the Sig Sauer P229 Legion SAO, which is single action only, versus the Staccato C2. Now, in the previous video, I had mentioned about the uh, Legion P229 that I was going to do a versus video. And here, what I like about both of these firearms, they are both what you call single action only firearms. There are going to be some differences between the two. First off, you're going to see with the Sig Sauer here, you're going to notice it's going to have a flat face trigger with a little bit of a loop right here, so you can get a better grip for your finger. And you're going to notice that that is one of the differences between the Staccato C2. This is going to be more of a traditional style, 1911-ish style trigger. One of the other things that you're going to notice immediately different is the rear right here on the back strap here. You're going to notice that there is no uh, what they call a beaver tail safety or some type of safety mechanism in the back, which the Staccato has the beaver tail safety uh, exactly like the 1911 firearms. So those are going to be one of the two main differences that you're going to notice directly on this. Both of them have a cock and lock feature. They both both of them take down a little differently. I'm not going to take them down exactly right now, but this is more of a simpler way to break it down. You pull the slide back magazine out and drop your lever here, and of course, with this, it's going to be more traditional of a 1911 style to break it down. But the little bit of a difference with this one is that this has to be worked a little bit different than your standard 1911, but it is functional as always. Now, both you would look at it on the sights here. This has the X-ray sights, and the sights that the Staccato have. You'll have a red fiber optic in the front, and you will have a blacked out rear, more of a combat style where you can rack this off of a boot or um, any type of ledge. Now, this gives you somewhat of a ledge here, but the difference is pretty much with the X-ray sights here. Both of them are, I believe, are in the 3-inch range. I believe the Staccato has about a, a little bit more of a range here, just slightly, just very slightly, but they are both can be used for carry, personal protection, and so forth. The right here you will see with the Legion, it's going to be 15 rounds in the magazine plus one in the chamber. And with the Staccato, you're going to have a 16 round magazine. And there is an additional magazine, I believe it is 17 rounds. I'm going to have to verify that real quickly. Okay, it's going to be 16 rounds for, it comes with three 16 rounds. With this, it comes with three 15 round magazines. Both of these firearms work flawlessly. There have been no malfunctions on either one of these firearms. Um, it, I would like to say that there were some things that were really different on the range. Using brass ammo, this ate up everything with no problem. Using brass ammo with this, everything was pretty much fine. But I did have some problems with a particular ammo that I was using. And I'm not going to say there was an actual problem, but it was something that kind of concerned me. The ammo I was using was the Federal Syntech. And the Federal Syntech ammo, I had no malfunctions in either one of these, but it seemed like as the slide was reciprocating back or doing shooting with this particular firearm with the Syntech ammo, there was a lot of sparking out of here. I just can't describe it, but it was you could see a lot of sparking out of here, from the shell being ejected and so forth. Uh, and the way the slide came back was a little different from me using regular brass. I was using 115 grain brass out of this for the practice round, and the Syntech is 124 grain. The same thing happened with this one as well. And I don't know if that was a bad batch of ammo. I usually don't use the Syntech ammo, but you saw this huge flash out of here, which didn't happen with my other ammo that I use. And it was very, very different. And the push of, it felt like it was low recoil, but it just seemed a little weird. And actually, from shooting brass to using the Syntech, the brass I shot more accurate with. If anybody knows why, just list it in the comments. I thought it was me, and I struggled with my shooting ability because I have some targets that I didn't put on here, as the shots were either low or, in one case, the one shot that I fired out of here, it was actually off target. Now, I don't know what that was about. I checked myself, and I do make mistakes from time to time when I'm shooting with using my grip and so forth. So I made sure I had a tight grip, high grip, and also use my support hand. Same thing with this one. It didn't seem as bad with this one, and it felt like I shot that Syntech a little better out of this firearm than I did with this one. And I'm just going to show you the targets, and I'm going to show you the first target, which I showed in the first video. And these are 10 yards. This is out of the Legion right here, and these are the shots what I was getting. Prior to this, I did have a target where it shot a little bit lower, and there was a little bit outside on a previous target. Once I pretty much tried to get centered as well as I wanted to be, this is what I got. This is the best that I could do this day with that particular Syntech ammo. Now, I'm going to show you this target here. This target was probably the best that I could do with the Syntech ammo. Now, I'm going to tell you the previous target. I shot some rounds that were in the black, off target, and I just tried to center it as best I could. I don't know what that was about. Like I said, I applied my grips and did everything to make sure I did everything right, but it didn't seem to like the Syntech ammo. I don't know if it's me, but I'm going to do a comparison again with this because I'm not really happy the way I shot with this. And on the next video, I'll probably do all brass to see if there's a major difference. But like I said, with the ammo shortage, I shot roughly 50 rounds of brass in here and 50 rounds of brass in here, and they were much tighter groups. Once I got to the Syntech, it was not like I would like it, especially with this firearm. This firearm is a very, very good firearm. There's no reason why there should be shots out here and off target like that. That's just totally ridiculous. But the only thing I can say is, even with all this that was going on that I wasn't happy with, both of these firearms shot with no malfunctions, and I'm really surprised with everything that I mentioned. But for now, in this comparison, this would be your clear winner. I felt a little more comfortable with it. Usually I shoot 1911s a lot, and I'm usually a lot better with 1911s, but for this day, it was not to my liking. I will definitely go out and try and use brass. And also, there's a lot of junk ammo out there that's going on now, because I think manufacturers are putting out too much ammo too fast, trying to catch up, all with this pandemic thing. So maybe I don't know. I can't make any excuses and I'm just going to pretty much try again. But as far as the shooting abilities of both of these, I've shot this many times before and I've been very pleased, very happy, and been very accurate with it. So later on, I'm going to do a video probably doing a comparison between, I have the big brother to this one. So I will have the 226 single action only compared with this, as well as with the C2. I have the big brother of the Staccato P and put all four guns out there to test. All right, with that said, that's all I have. Happy shooting. Stay safe. Hashtag 2A.